Hello, I'm Roland Benedetti, Director of Product at Pantheon. Exciting to be here in this demo derby. And today I'll show you Content Publisher, a new service we are developing at Pantheon, who's taking a novel approach to publishing content on the web. In a nutshell, Content Publisher is a content integration service. On one hand, integrates with authoring tools used by content people to create their content, Google Docs in Google Drive. On the other hand, connect with your website, be it running WordPress, Drupal, Next.js, or really anything. As we all know, the web is composite and complex, and there are a lot of things that needs to happen before taking a story from a Google Doc to a website. Things such as optimizing content, tagging, linking, fact-checking, enriching, and so on. That part of the mission is also part of Content Publisher, and we use AI to facilitate that part of the process. Our goal is really to meet users where they are, again, content creators where they work best, Google Docs and more, and developers where they work best, WordPress, Drupal, Next.js, whatever you want. Content Publisher has been introduced in beta in November and will soon go public preview. I will show you now how it looks like for an editorial user, for a contributor, to use the system. I'm now in this Google Doc that I've been writing about Roland Garros, which is, like, of course, just finished a few days ago, and I've been working with my team for collaboration, suggestion, and so on. Content is not really ready, but I want to have an idea of how it will look like. So I can open Content Publisher on the right, clicking on the Content Publisher add-on, clicking on the little icon, and the first thing I want to show you is the preview. Okay, so I just loaded the preview. This is very important. I will be able to share, this is a collaborative real-time preview. I will be able to share the link here with my team, and everybody can have a look at how it looks like, and everybody can work in the document when they are there. I could, for instance, obviously, when I look at this preview, even on large screen, but furthermore on mobile screen, this is a lot of content. I don't like that too much. I will first thing paste some images. So let me go, probably I have a good images at the bottom here. I will bring this back, pull it to the beginning, and you will see that the image automatically arrives with alt as well as caption coming from the title. I might want to say that it's not orange, but it's red, and you can see that my title is real-time modified, and so on and so forth. I can basically work and shape the document, and I always have a real-time preview, and I can share with the team. Very important things to highlight here, which is one of the mission of Content Publisher, is if I want to do this, for instance, which we see a lot, let's go for this font, which looks better, and let's put it red. None of this is going through. So Content Publisher has really a goal of using Google Docs as an authoring platform, but not as a design platform. You will not be able to save any style like you would do if you do save as HTML or save for the web. That's not the point. The point is really to capture the content itself, any tagging around the semantic or pseudo-semantic elements of the content, but certainly not the design. The design is enforced by the design system, which is used on this website here. All right, enough for design. I think now I will show you quickly other things. Now I'm quite happy with this design. I will try to push this. So I'm back in my Google Doc. The first thing I want to work a little bit is working on my meta. So I will open this, and as you can see, I have metadata fields. And actually, you can configure as many fields as you want. This is really structured content management, like any standard structured content management system, and you have many different field types, and you can define your schema. For now, I will do a simple thing which is still often overlooked, configuring my description, and here I have the LLM kicking in and suggesting some possible descriptions for my meta field description tag. Let's go for this one. I could do the same for any field really. I could activate auto suggest automatically when I open the meta. I could also decide not to use AI at all, because that's very important. Some users don't want LLMs to play. Under the hood, this is using Google Vertex and Gemini, but it could be using other models. I will just save this. Of course, That's my document has been saved. I will close this. I'm back in my document. The last thing I want just to show you, it's part of the basic. Of course, I want at some point to publish. So I will click here, and I will have the ability to confirm. I will have a last preview on my document, and I will publish. This looks good, and it's going to be published, and now it's live on my website. Of course, there's a governance aspect of it, and it's not always allowing direct publishing. It's up to you to work on that. So I want to show you quickly that there's more than the add-on. There's a full-fledged, basically headless CMS that you can access at content.pantheon.io, where you will be able to manage your collection of content. You will be able to manage your approval workflow. You will be able to access your document if ever you don't know where they are, like viewing. This is actually our documentation site, which we use actually for real. I can see all the meta that we use, and I can see that I can go to Google Docs from there, for instance. And this is our live documentation as we manage it as Pantheon. So again, that's more for the governance part of it. I want to finish this demo very quickly to show that all the examples I gave you so far were Next.js website, but we actually can do the same with WordPress website. This is a WordPress newspaper website. It's fully run by content publisher. All those articles which are here, as you can see, I'm logged in WordPress. I don't need to. I don't actually need a WordPress account, but I'm having all those articles loaded as Google Docs, and I can edit them directly from Google Docs. Similarly, I can work with Drupal. So this is another article that I published on Drupal, which is published here, and you can find it, for instance, in the content repository of Drupal as a remote entity, which is visible here, right there. And again, all the features I showed you are visible in Drupal, in WordPress, in Next.js, or whatsoever. I will finish here. That's the end of my demo. Again, I want to very quickly recap Content Publisher, a new content integration service that lets contributors work in their tool of choice, where they do their best work. That's modern content management. Then there's an AI augmented content integration service that is developed as a SaaS service, API first. Everything you can do in Content Publisher can be done through the API. And then there's a content delivery model that aims at accommodating all website technology. Thank you for listening. After 30 years of web content management systems, we think it's now time to connect content management system with authoring systems of all sorts. Thank you.